Okay, guys, so today is Sunday, March 19th. We still have 11 days left of the month as far as, what is it? March goes. So, as you all know, just, trying to strive for Success Club, just basically helping 3 people. So, biggest thing is when you invite, make sure that you track their name and that you're following up with them. Make sure that you have call to action posts. You are talking about your fitness groups. You're talking about coaching, and you're doing those things at least once a week. Sending thank you messages, following your workout program, talking about it, whether that's through Snapchat, Instagram stories, whatever. Remember, people are not going to join you. They don't think that you're doing it yourself. So step 1 is you have to be proof of everything that you're talking about. So I'm just going to share my screen because I made a whole slideshow. As soon as I can find it. Okay, so we're just going to talk about Instagram. I'm going to post these slides in the team page then so you guys can go back to them. But the biggest thing is just there's no point in posting on social media if you're posting to everybody. When you post to everyone, you're posting to nobody. Because at the end of the day, you're just going to be another generic person that calls yourself a health and fitness coach, and that just doesn't set you apart from anybody. So the step 1 is you need to dig deep to find what makes you, you. Because remember, you are not Beachbody. You are Emily, Sam, Taylor, Ashley, whomever. You just happen to do this, right? Everyone that's in the employee mindset defines themselves by their job title, which most of them don't even like what they do, which is ironic that that's how they define themselves. I'm a lawyer. I'm a doctor. I am a server. I'm a nurse, whatever it might be. Everyone defines themselves by their job title. Whereas in coaching, you get to define yourself as you. You just happen to be made up of all of these different things. So you really need to dig deep. So nobody's on the call, so we're not going to do this activity. But when you see these slides later on, the biggest thing that I want you guys to talk or focus on is literally writing out what your ideal person is, like what their pains are. And I'll go into details with these. What would their objections be? Who are their gurus? What are their hobbies? What do they desire? And what I want you to do is time yourself for like 2 to 3 minutes and write all of these things out. Basically, what it's going to end up looking like is this photo that I have of this chick. She's made up. Alana does not exist. Well, she probably exists, but I don't know her. But I wrote down here, who are her gurus? What are her pain points? What are her priorities in life? What are her objections? And most of this stuff is what I have felt, right? So my tribe, not, there's 2 types of people that you really want to be focusing on. The person that you want to become, and then the person that you are, right? Because at the end of the day, you're never going to become who you are if you don't accept, or you're never going to become the person you want to be if you don't accept who you are right now. That is seriously step 1. So you might be wanting to attract this person that travels the world and, lives this nomad lifestyle and whatnot. But if you're still living at home, it's going to be hard for them to connect with you, right? So don't forget to also talk to the person that is you right now, that is, maybe having an unsupportive spouse or boyfriend that doesn't believe in what they're doing with their lives, right? So you can make posts about that. So when you have a chance, take 2 minutes of your time for each of these categories and write out what your ideal person would be looking for when they're coming to your page. Next little quick thing is having a theme or a layout to your Instagram page. So basically what this means, you guys know what I'm talking about. You've gone to somebody's page where they either have all of their workout videos on the left-hand side, or they have all like quotes on one side, or selfies on one side, whatever it might be. That's a layout, okay? Some people will have it diamond shaped. Whatever you want to do, all you have to do is Google Instagram layouts. Find something that you like and just get consistent with it. It's really not that hard. If you want all of your videos or something to be on one side, then you have to do that post every 2 posts. If you want to have the diamond shape to your layout, then every other post has to be whatever you want that diamond layout to be. So if you want to have all of your workout videos look like a diamond down your Instagram feed, then every other post needs to be a workout video, right? So figuring out, what do you want your layout to be? Why do you want this? Because it's aesthetically pleasing. People aren't, the pages that you go to where you're like, oh my God, this person's page is ugly. They're not going to follow you. And if you are a business owner, at some point down the road, you will start to invest money into your brand, into your Instagram, into your Facebook, into your blog. So save yourself the time down the road and start doing these things now. It's going to change, but that's okay. The fact that you're just starting, you can tweak it as you go. Don't try to perfect it, because the only way you can perfect something is after you put it out there. Don't get caught in this idea of trying to make the perfect layout or theme and hoarding a bunch of photos before you post them. Perfecting literally means once you've already put it out there, you perfect it. You cannot perfect something until it is out there. Okay? So a theme is just like a color scheme. Okay? So are all of your photos faded? Are all of your photos square, horizontal? Are all of your photos like bright and colorful? Figure out, what do you want? And then whatever you want, stick with it, right? So even if it takes you a couple different themes to figure that out, it's fine. At least you're figuring it out. More than that, you have to be consistent and you have to trust the process. If you're not paying for followers, which you can look into it. I know a bunch of people on my coach's team have done it. It's called Instagress. It's actually a pretty cool feature, and basically all it does is it likes photos for you. But what that does is it basically is working while you're not working. So when it will like a photo of somebody that has the hashtag #FitGirl or something along those lines, you enter a series of hashtags that you want Instagress to automatically like for you. And the whole idea there is, if they see you're liking their photos, they're going to come to your page, see what you're about. And if that's your niche, they're going to follow you. So right there, you didn't have to find them. They already came to you. But consistency is number one. You cannot post even once a day. People will unfollow you, right? So if you are posting twice a day and then you go one day without posting, you're probably going to lose 6 to 10 followers. It's cutthroat on Instagram. People are there to see pictures. They're there to see you. And if you're not being consistent, they're going to unfollow you. Nobody wants to follow somebody that's not posting. So you have to post every single day, 2 to 3 times a day on Instagram. Okay? And then trusting the process. The reason you have to do that is it's not going to happen overnight, guys. When I started off coaching, I had 248 Instagram followers. Now I have like 2,200. I didn't pay for any of my followers. Okay? That's taken me about a year and a half, but it's been worth it. Why? Because every single person that follows me, I know them. Maybe not personally, but I know that they're not a spam account. I know that they like my page for some reason or another. And obviously we're all going to get creepy people, but more or less, if you are posting every single day, you're being true to your brand and true to yourself, you're going to attract the right kind of person. They're going to stick and follow with you. And basically, you just want to be the person you want on your team. Before we move to the next slide, one of the biggest things you definitely want to be doing is you have to put hashtags on your photos. Do not post a photo on Instagram if you are not using at least 10 hashtags. You are here to build a business. If you want to post, that's fine, but you don't need Beachbody to post, okay? If you want to build a business, you need to expand your market. Hashtags are free networking. Take advantage of this shit while it's still free, guys. Before you know, you're probably going to end up having to pay to use hashtags. So post them and use them now. Build up your fan base. The coolest thing about hashtags is be creative with them. If you were to scroll through my Instagram feed right now and looked at my photos, you would probably be wondering why I'm saying pizza, hashtag pizza is life on a photo or a video of me working out. Why? Well, because that workout video is going to show up in pizza is life. And everyone's going to be like, why the fuck is this photo in here? So they're going to click on it and be like, oh, well, she makes at-home pizza like all the time. And she also does this and this and this and this. If they like me, if we have something in common, they're going to follow me. Stand out from the crowd. Okay? Best and easiest way to do it is just save a bunch of different groups of hashtags in the notes section of your phone, or just text them to yourself so you always have them. So right after I post something, I have like 4 different groups of about 20 hashtags that I copy and paste right into the post. So it keeps it super simple. I'm not spending 5 minutes typing out hashtags or thinking about what I want to use. And the easiest way to do that is to look at the people that you're following. What are they using as hashtags? What are the coaches that you're following using for hashtags? Use those things. They're putting it out there for you to take advantage of. Okay, so step 1 is setting up your Instagram profile and bio. First off, you have to have a close-up picture. If you have 2 girls in the photo, they're not going to know who it is. If it's you and your boyfriend and your name is Emily, I'm more or less assuming that they know that you're the girl in the photo, okay? But at the end of the day, you want them to connect with you. Like, you don't want to be that girl that's like you are yourself. You're not you and whomever. Does that make sense? You can post about them all the time. Post pictures about them. That's fine. But they don't have to be in your profile photo. Your profile photo is your name. I'm not Emily and Ben. It's Emily Kraushaar. Okay? Make your name easy to find. Okay? If somebody wants to follow you and they just know of you, everyone knows they can follow me as Emily Kraushaar. And if not, I'm like one of the only people with that last name. So they're going to easily find me. If you want to do the fit thing at the end or the fitness thing at the end, you can. But at the same time, it is going to limit you. Because if they're going to follow you for fitness stuff and then they see a picture of your cats, your dogs, you traveling, or with your boyfriend, they're going to unfollow you. So make it your name. Remember, you are you. You are you that works out. You are you that eats well. You are you that gets ice cream. You are you that travels. You are you that, hangs out with family and whatnot. If you want to break off and have 2 separate accounts, that's fine. But you do not need to do that until you have at least like 25 to 3,000 followers. No one cares enough right now to follow you on 2 accounts. I'm just being honest with you, because it's going to save you a lot of effing time in the long run. Okay? So next thing is you want to have the link to your Facebook page in your profile. If you don't have a link to your Facebook page in your profile, what you can do is have a link to whatever group you're running. So whenever I run a sneak peek group, whenever I run the coaching webinar, whenever I run a fitness group, I put that link in my bio. Why? Well, when then I write a post and I say, hey, if you're interested, just click on the link above in my bio, add yourself, and I'll welcome you to the group. So simple, right? Because some people don't want to talk. They just kind of want to check out what you're doing. So when you just say that they can do that, they're going to do it. So that's that. Okay, so some helpful tips as far as making photos look pretty, videos, and things like that. Number 1, guys, though, before all of this is personal development. Personal development. You will never grow personally. Your brand will never grow unless you are growing. This literally all starts with you. Okay, so people are going to follow you because they want to see that you are changing, that you're evolving, that you are becoming a leader or whatever it might be. So it all starts with personal development. Personal development is going to give you the confidence to share your story, to share your objections before you started this, to share your pain points. Mine being the biggest one is my eating disorder and my lack of self-confidence. And so all of that stuff I'm able to confidently talk about, not as a pity party. I'm not looking for that. I'm looking to show people that, it's crazy I can openly talk about this stuff now. It's not like I just woke up one day and that happened. It was personal development. Something else that you can do is consider making a vision board. Like, seriously, actually making one. I am sitting down tonight and effing doing it. The reason being is that when I look at this vision board, I can see clearly the things that I want. I am putting out into the universe what I want to happen in my life, right? And so when I do that, then I'm posting about that stuff on my Instagram page. Take a picture of your effing vision board. Show people that. People love that shit. People are attracted to people that have their shit together, that are doing things, that are organized, that are like boss babes and things like that. If that's the person that you want on your team, it should be the person you want on your team, because that's the person that's going to build a business that helps you advance and rank and become successful in this. then you need to be that person first. So it really starts with, you have to imagine and envision your ideal coach or your BFF or whatever it might be. Who do you want to travel the world with? Who do you want to be on team calls with? Who do you want to meet at Super Saturdays with? If it's somebody that you really don't like, then no, don't be posting to those kinds of people. And it really comes down to, you have to be unapologetically you. Like, I mean, I've had people reach out to me and say that they don't like that I swear. Sorry, it's not for you. Then unfriend me. I'm not going to stop swearing. I had to think about that. I'm not going to think, I have too much other shit to think about. I'm not thinking about not swearing. If you have a problem with it, then you're not my niche. And that is what it is. But you have to be unapologetically you, because if you're not you from the beginning and you try to pretend to be somebody else, you're going to get real burnt out in this business super quick. So one of the big things is, you want to have just a pretty Instagram. You guys know what I'm talking about when I say pretty Instagrams. Like, we all know who has the ugly ones. Their photos are dark. They're not edited, and not edited to the point that it doesn't even look like you're a human being, but edited to the point that you make the light brighter, that you add a pretty filter, whatever. But the biggest thing is, you don't want your whole page to be a bunch of collages. That's one thing that I find to be really, really icky. Lately, I've been kind of doing like text and stuff on some of my photos. And if anything, I have just two photos. Like, one side will be a photo, one side will be a video, or a before and after. That's totally fine. But you don't want to get like every photo to be like that. You don't want more than two photos in a collage. You don't want a series of 4 to 6. It's too busy. People can't focus in on any of that stuff. So you want to make your page look clean. Okay. So finding that theme, finding a filter. You don't want to have super bright photos and then mixed in with super dark ones when they can hardly tell what it is. So go through your page and look at the people that you follow. What do their pages look like? I promise you that you're following them because you think that it looks pretty. So don't copy them, but figure out, what do you like? Do you like really light, white kind of photos? Or do you like the dark, contrasted, bright ones? Figure that out, okay? The biggest thing too is that every post needs to add value. Either you're adding a fun fact, you're talking about something that you've overcome. It's a motivational quote of some sort. It's a recipe, it's a workout tip. It's a DIY craft, just whatever your niche wants to see. So if you're somebody that likes to garden, okay, every now and then post something about your garden, hashtag using things that people that garden would be following, and make it a little fun fact about it, right? That's your way of not being Beachbody, but being yourself that also happens to have hobbies. And then I just shared a few of my favorite apps to use. These are at least all for iPhone. I'm sure that they have them for Android. Photofy, it's based off of Instagram. It is like a photo editor. Maldive is the same thing. I use iMovie and Splice for my workout videos, but I always use Visco Cam for my to edit my photos. So that's my theme. I literally went to Pinterest and typed in Instagram Visco theme. I found one that I liked and I stick to it. This is not rocket science, I promise you. So branding yourself. So you know how to make your page look pretty. You know the layout that you want. You know the theme that you want. Like, okay, so who are you? So at the beginning of this video, I had mentioned how I want you to take 2 minutes to write down, 5 to 10 characteristics of each of these categories. So for those of you that can't see this, the categories are goals, gurus, interests, life priorities, pain points, and objections. So the reason that what you're doing for those things is you are writing down what your ideal coach or challenger would say their top 5 to 10 goals are, their top 5 to 10 interests, objections, life priorities, pain points, gurus. Why? So that every time you go to post, you can look at an image and ask yourself, would this person stop to read this post? If not, don't post it, and reword it, change it up, and add something of some sort of value to it, okay? So for example, I have a list of characteristics that make me up and who my ideal tribe member is. There's somebody that wants to travel, somebody that wants to learn and grow and evolve. They're an adventurer. There's somebody that's constantly on the go and they don't want to be in one place for too long. So it's really not anybody that, is maybe settling down to start a family right now per se, but they're at least in a committed relationship. Family's definitely in the future and whatnot. They like to be outside. They're a hiker, they're a kayaker and whatever. And I have an age range. Like my age range is pretty much 24 to 35. And the reason being is just that person is at that point where they've gone through the motions of their college degree. They realize like, this is what I just paid all this money for. And so, kind of reach out to them and just talking to them, like, are you that overworked, underpaid millennial who is just spinning her wheels, running in place and feeling like, you're getting nowhere? That's my niche. That's my niche. You need to know who yours are. And the way that you figure this out is through personal development, knowing your why and making a vision board. Okay. Like I cannot emphasize how important knowing your why is, guys, and I feel like I can tell you that I feel like personally, most of you don't have a really strong why, because when I scrolled through all of your Facebook pages today, most of us are posting inconsistently. I'm just being honest. And this is tough love because I care about you and I want you to be successful in this business. But you have to post every day. Life is going to happen. My dad's had 2 heart attacks since I've been a coach. My mom's been in the hospital twice. My dog died. My sister moved across the country. I could literally come up with a list of 400,000 things. I've moved twice. But I post every fucking day. Sick or not sick, I post. It's free advertising. It's free advertising. Even if you don't message somebody, even if you don't invite, if you don't send one friend request, it doesn't matter. But you have to post every day. People are not going to trust you if they don't see you. And the only way people are going to join you, especially the people that keep saying not right now, are if they see you. And how are they going to see you? You post every day. And that's when they're going to look at you and be like, you know what? Emily might have taken a week to get back to me, but damn, she posts every day. And she said that she's in this accountability group every day. And I know that my biggest factor is that I can't stick to anything. But if she's there every day, then I know I'm going to have the accountability. That's the type of person, or that's what you want to be. You want to be that person that people trust. Okay? So you find your brand through PD. A great personal development book to figure out who you are is literally called Tribes. You can get it on podcast too, or on like a book on tape or whatever for listening in the car. It's called Tribes. It's awesome. And it really much just talks about why do people follow you. Okay, so this is super important. What are you posting and what works for your followers? So the only way to grow your account authentically is to self-evaluate weekly. So what the fuck does self-evaluate mean? Every Sunday, spend 15 minutes, okay? So don't think to yourself, oh, I don't have the time to do that. You have 15 minutes on a Sunday. And if not, then you're not properly time managing all the things that you have to do. So once you get past that, I don't have time excuse, sit down for 15 minutes and self-evaluate your posts. So what does that mean? Go back through and ask yourself these, 6 questions. Did I share the coaching opportunity and my fitness group at least once? I share the coaching opportunity 4 times a week. Why? I didn't sign up to be in a fitness group. I signed up to work the business. So my niche market, I lead with the coaching opportunity. I'm here to build a business. I was already working out. I was more or less eating okay. But I joined because of the coaching opportunity. So that's what most of my posts are. If you join because of the fitness group, talk about that. Talk about it all the time. You don't have to shout out, join my group, but talk about the small non-scale victory that you made today. And you wouldn't have done that if it weren't for the girls in your group holding you accountable. Talk about how you found this awesome recipe from somebody that shared it in your group. Just literally throw little plugs like that in daily, not in every post if you're posting 3 times a day, but you can do it daily. It won't be annoying. And it's just that little friendly, positive reminder to all the people that you're talking to that you run these groups and that they can join you and other people are already in them. Number 2 is, did you talk about something vulnerable, raw, and relatable? So basically, did you look at one of your pain points that you and your ideal coach BFF have, and did you make a post about it? And for me, I always do. Whether it's talking about my anxiety and depression, whether it's talking about my eating disorder or my insecurities dating Ben when I would think that he was looking at other people or checking other girls out, whatever, I post about one of those three things every single week. Okay? Third thing, did you talk about your dreams and your goals? I always share my planner. Why? I want people to know that I'm organized. I have a lot of people that are worried that they're going to order something and then get charged. I hear this sometimes. So when I show how organized I am, more or less, I mean, you guys all know me, but to the world, they think that I'm really organized, and I try to be, but having a planner really helps. So I talk about that. I show people that if you just had a planner, you could do this. You can work out. You just keep all of the things you have to do on a daily basis in your head, so then it feels super overwhelming, right? Because your mind is not a filing cabinet. It is a melting pot. So you need to take out important things and write them down so you actually do them. So talking about your dreams and goals, I'm talking about how I want to reach a certain rank by summit. Okay, I talk about my island life constantly. Are you? Number 4, did you share your story? So before, because, during, and after. So before you became a coach or before you joined the fitness group, because of coaching or because of this fitness group, what happened? What changed? And then how are you feeling during this fitness group? How are you feeling during the new phases of becoming a coach? And then where are you going with this? Paint that vision. Talk about how you were never somebody that used to strength train. You avoided it. You didn't know how to do it, so you just avoided it. But now you're able to work out and learn how to do a deadlift and a single leg squat and a clean and press all from your living room without feeling awkward and uncomfortable doing it publicly in a gym. You can practice it and get better at it in the privacy of your home. Talk to people about that stuff. You have to share your story because all of the people that might be following you now might not relate to what they see now. But I have so many girls that relate to my eating disorder. I'm 26 now. I would say that I've officially overcame that. And it's something that obviously always stays in the back of your head, but like at 24, so it's something that's been 2 years old at this point, but I still talk about that. Why? Because it was a huge part of why I'm here and who I am today. So you have to share your story at least once a week. Number 5 is what had the most interaction, and number 6 is what had the least. So when you can write down what were your top 5 posts and what were your least favorited posts. When you write those down, step 1 is don't post about your least favorite posts again. That's self-evaluating. Don't do it. Okay? So I can tell you right now, going back, what posts don't do well on my personal page are my workout videos. So I'm not posting them anymore. I'm going to save all of them for my like page, all of them for my Instagram. If I post a picture of me during a workout, I'll tag a link to my like page so that people can come and look at it or encourage them to go to my YouTube or Instagram, whatever. But I know that it doesn't do well. And just because I like it, well, I'm not making money off of myself. I'm making money off of other people. So if they don't want to see it, then they're not going to see it. So that's what you need to do. I know that when I post about a before and after, an emotional transformation, and then people love it. Okay, so those are the things that I try to post most about. Moving forward is plan your call to actions before the week starts. It's okay that you don't want to plan out every post. Some people like it, some people don't. Find what works for you. But if your excuse is I don't have time, then guess what? You're planning out all your posts on a Sunday. Okay? Or what you can do, this is something I used to do when I was serving. So from 6 till 11 at night, I could not get on my phone. I would schedule my posts. You can Google that. Schedule Facebook posts. You can figure that out. So look that up. You can put in the time that it posts. You can put the picture and everything, and it will post for you automatically. But the reason that you want to have your call to actions planned out is so that you know you're getting those in. What is a call to action? When you are asking somebody to join your team or you're asking somebody to join something, whether it's a challenge group like Fit and Lean, whether it's a free group, whether it's a coach webinar, whatever it might be. Those are call to actions. Every other post should in some sort or way weave in your lifestyle, who you are, so that they can connect with you. But you have to have call to action posts. So why it's really nice to plan those out is that you know the following day you're going to have lots of invites, especially the more consistently that you do it, because you can reach out and say, hey, Emily, thanks so much for liking my coaching post yesterday. Thanks so much for liking my coaching post yesterday. Really means a lot to have your support on this journey. I'm sure it might not be anything you've ever thought about before, but girl, I think you would kick ass at what I do. If we were to meet for coffee one day this week, or if we were to set up a quick phone call, or if I were to send you a video I made about why I became a coach, would you be open to talk more? Would you be open to hear more? Would you be open to meet up? Okay, if I, would you? Or if I were, would you? So it's really nice when you do those call to actions because you have people to straight up invite. They liked it. And it was a clear post saying, join my team or join my group. So it's okay that you're inviting them after that. So these are 4 examples of Instagram pages to show you how they weave in life, to show you their themes, and to show you how they've branded themselves. So as most of you know, this is the perfect Amy Silverman. Okay. So Amy Silverman is posting that she lives on an island. That's her number one thing. She lives in the Dominican. She's posting her before and after, her progress. Why? Because she's a health and fitness coach. And she has a fucking awesome transformation. Posting how she's working out from home. And she earns like over $1 million a year, yet she's still working out at home. She's posting pictures of her food. She's posting her mailing gifts to her coaches. She's posting laying with her dogs and chilling out in her tattoos. Okay? She's posting her superfoods shake. Workouts, before and afters. Again, the reason that she's doing all of this stuff is because this is what her tribe wants to see. They want to see, what is she eating, because she looks awesome. What does she do? Well, I don't know, but she gives away gifts. She gets to chill out in the middle of the afternoon, and she does yoga overlooking the beach. Somebody's going to be interested. Her photos are a little bit darker, as you can see, right? Like her photos are darker than most people's are. Actually, I don't want to do that. Okay, so Amy Silverman's posts are a little bit darker than other people's are, but then you have Bonnie Engel, who is a little bit brighter, right? So Bonnie Engel is always posting about her husband, okay? Because they were like $300,000 in debt, and within a year and a half, bitch is making $1 million. It's insane. Not $1 million, but she's making like a couple $100,000 a year, and she's full-time beach body coach and the top 10 coach. But she's also posting about her dogs because she's a huge dog person. She's posting about the flexibility of her job, being able to work out by the pool. She's posting about her girlfriends. Like, she's fun, she's inviting. But you can see what her theme is. Her theme is bright, light, white-colored photos. Okay, so it's very different than Amy's. But that's her niche market. She was consistent in posting that, so people follow her. Okay, so same thing with my coach Amy and then my page. So my page is, again, bright photos. I post about working out. I post about hanging out at coffee shops. My day planners. People are always asking me about morning routines, always. That is my niche, right? I love creating plans and to-do lists and things like that. I don't always follow them, but I like creating them, so people are going to reach out to me about it. Post about my cat. I post about my transformation. I post about, Ben. People love that stuff. Same thing with Amy. Amy is posting about how she is able to travel all the time. She posts a lot about Shakeology. She posts about the freedom of her job. So you just need to figure out, what do you want to post about, and be consistent with it. Don't post one photo of Shakeology and then wonder why nobody is ever asking you about Shakeology. Well, you're not talking about it. Of course they're not going to ask you. If they don't feel like you even drink it or you don't believe in it, but you're only talking about it because it comes with their program, then no, they're not going to do it. They're not going to be interested in it. If you are talking about a challenge group once a month, no, they're not going to join you. A big reason because they don't think other people are joining you. They don't want to be the only person doing it. So finding a theme and sticking to it. It just makes it prettier, guys. People want to follow you. So let me see how I want to do this real quick. Give me a second, this got all weird. Okay, so how to find people. First off is start with the people that start to follow you and the people that like your photos, but only follow them. Only like their stuff if they're actually posting things that you want to see. Don't just do it to post to people, guys. The biggest way you're going to get burnout in this business too is that if you are inviting any and everyone that has a computer, because you're going to hear no. You're going to hear no normally. You want to hear no. If you're hearing no, that's good. That means you're actually working the business. If you're hearing no all the time, then you really need to ask yourself, are these even my tribe? Because if it's not, don't get offended by it. And don't be surprised that they're saying no to you. Because they're looking at your page and thinking, I have nothing in common with this person. Like, why is she inviting me to something? So start with people that like your photos and people that follow you already, and go through and like and follow back. Next thing is go to people's accounts that you follow. So once a week, I will spend about 10 to 15 minutes following, not really coaches, because I don't want to subconsciously start to copy off of them. So I don't really follow coaches, but I just follow fit people. So I follow a lot of BBG girls because they're super obsessed with what they do. Unfortunately, they don't make any money doing it, but some of them have super pretty Instagram feeds. So I follow those people. And then what I do is I go into their followers, so people that are following them, and I start to look at those people and I follow them. Why am I following them? Well, if we both like the same page, we both like the same content, then we're probably going to like each other, right? So I'll go through their followers and start to follow people and reach out and just be like, hey girl, like, oh my God, I saw that you had like that photo from Katie Hearn yesterday. Like, oh my God, she's incredible, right? Something along those lines. It's a very easy conversation starter. Next thing is searching by hashtags. Okay, so when you hashtag pizza is life, search hashtags pizza is life. If you're using it, then somebody that you like might be using it also. So search that hashtag. And no lie, my invite or message will just be, hey girl, no, this is totally random, but found your page scrolling through hashtag pizza is life. Just wanted to reach out and say hi because your page is awesome. Would love to talk more sometime if you're open to meeting new people. Message me if you want that little message. I have a few below listed too. And the other thing that you can do is places. So I'm going to show you how all of that works. Okay, so finding your tribe through the explore option. So you guys know the little magnifying glass that is at the bottom. It's at the bottom of Instagram. And basically what you do is if you click on that, you can search by top, people, tags, and places. I search by tags, places, and people. Okay? So when I'm searching people, I'm searching the big names of the accounts that I follow. So I search things like Hapsters, it's kind of like a hippie site, Go Wander, Girls Gone Hiking, little things like that. Because those are pages that I like. So I will look at their page. What are they posting about? And then, start to kind of post similarly to what they're doing. Because they have a tribe. And if you like that tribe, then yeah, take little bits and pieces. Don't copy off of them. Be inspired by them. Searching tags. Okay, so you can search anything from a location. So hashtag Wilmington. Ben and I are moving there. So a lot of the time, I will hashtag my photos with Wilmington. So then people that are in Wilmington will see my photo and start liking it. That way I can easily start a conversation. Hey girl, so crazy, I'm actually going to move to Wilmington. Saw you like my photo yesterday. Just wanted to reach out and say hi and thank you so much. Really excited to follow your posts. Hope you have a great day. Super simple, okay? The biggest thing though is you don't want to search hashtags that have over 1 million followers or 1 million posts, only because you're just going to get a bunch of spam and people that are posting like pornography with hashtag healthy lifestyle. That's not a healthy lifestyle. And then you can also search by nearby. Okay, so this one's kind of cool too. So when you, well, this is under places. So you can search any place that you've been to before. So I will search Pittsburgh. I lived there for 4 years. I went to Pitt. Just because I don't live there now doesn't mean anything. So I can connect with those people and be like, yeah, girl, like I went to Pitt. So cool to see that you lived there. I haven't been down to Shady Side in a while. I don't even know what that place is called. Is Shady Grove still there? It's my favorite. So simple. And I can connect with them and they know that I'm not making that up because it's actually a real place. Okay? So you can search places by places that you want to go or places that you've been to. So when we were thinking about moving to Wilmington, I started searching hashtags Wilmington. So I could message people and just say, hey, I know this is super random, but my boyfriend and I have been looking to move down to Wilmington. I stumbled on your page and thought you seemed really nice. Figured it couldn't hurt to make a friend before we head down. So effing simple. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3 different ways, is searching hashtags, searching places, and then searching nearby. So these are physically like within driving distance of you right now. So it's very simple. I mean, you can connect with them because you both live in the same area. Okay, so here is a super simple Instagram power hour. If you guys want to start doing this, I'm going to do this every single day forever. I know that when I'm active on Instagram and I'm consistent on Instagram, I always hit Success Club and I always turn them into a coach. Why? Because people are on Instagram to do that kind of stuff. Facebook is more to vent. Instagram isn't really to vent because it's just about photos. It's about people that are branding themselves and people that are actually trying to live a cool life. Obviously, there are still those people that are venting, but more or less, you can really hone in on your tribe on Instagram. Okay, so I am going to share this little, what is it, like Instagram tracker thing, okay? So basically it has 5 new follows, 5 invites, and then 10 comments on current target. So basically if you have posted a challenge group post, a call to action, you would go through and thank and message and invite 10 people and write their names down. So then this way, the following week when you go to follow up, because remember you follow up every 5 to 7 days, you can look and think, okay, so it's Saturday. I want to follow up with everybody that I talked to on Monday. Keep it super effing simple. Just go to Monday Square and follow up with these people. Hey girl, not sure if you saw my message from Monday, but just wanted to follow up so you didn't think I forgot about you. Is there a better time and day for us to message back and forth? You know, I don't want to keep missing you or something along those lines. All right. So this is a really cool way to do that. Let me zoom out for a minute here. Okay. So this is my sample power hour. 10-minute increments, 6 different tasks. You can work your entire Instagram in just 1 hour. Obviously, if you don't have 1 hour and a block, divide it up. 30 minutes in the morning, 30 minutes at night. So 10 minutes of following new people. Actually, it's going to be a total of 20 minutes, but I divide it up. So that way you're not bored, okay? So set literally the timer on your phone. Follow new people, sending hey girl messages. So anybody that I follow on Monday, I'm going to either hey girl Tuesday or Wednesday. It's like a day or 2 later. Let them check out your page first, like a few of your stuff, like their stuff, and then say hi to them. Okay? And then spend 10 minutes sending thank you messages. So those could go down here in the conversations, or if you actually invite them, put them here. So all that would be is, hey girl, thanks so much for liking my food post yesterday. It was effing awesome. So funny because it's actually one of the recipes that I shared in my online accountability group. I think you would rock that group. If I were to share how that all works, would you be open to checking it out? Simple. I got an invite and a thank you all in one message. 10 minutes then of just going through your inbox. So scrolling through, unfortunately with Instagram, you can't filter messages like you can on Facebook to like only see the unread messages, but just scroll through anybody that is still in bold. It means you didn't read their message. Respond to them, track their name, okay? Going again, you're gonna follow new people and then spend 10 minutes just inviting. So those invites are gonna come from 2 different things. One is gonna be a thank you message. Okay, so after these 10 minutes of sending thank you messages, if you still had more, just do part of that down with your invite. Thanks so much for liking my coaching post. I think you would be awesome at what I do. Can I share more with you? Whatever. Okay? Or an invite would be from these people that you've been talking to that were not an invite. You could go through and invite them. Okay? But let people follow you for like 3 to 4 days before you just invite. Instagram's different. You don't have to be like super relationship building on there like you do on Facebook. Facebook is more personal. It's more private. That's why you have to take the time to do that. People are on Instagram, like they don't mind talking to new people. If they liked your post, if it's a call to action, then you have every right to reach out. So starting a conversation, basically you just need to get a feel for them, figure out what kind of wording they would use, and how you do that is scroll through their page. If they're saying things like girl and amazing and like using words like that, then you don't want to message them and say, hey dude, or sup dude. You don't want to say that. But if you're following like this hippie surfer girl that lives in Hawaii, no, you can say words like rad and stoked and pumped and whatever it might be. But make sure, A, that kind of fits your personality. Like I say stoked, so it's okay for me. It's easy for me to say that. I say like rock on, but not to everybody. Okay? I have a million different styles and personalities, so I can kind of do that stuff, but just pick what works for you and then talk to them using their words. So basically just ask yourself, what would you not be creeped out by? I would never be offended or creeped out when somebody messages me. I get invites to It Works on a daily basis. And some of the girls' pages are actually like effing beautiful. And I think that they're rocking their business. I just happen to find something else that I'm more passionate about, and this is what I'm running with. But I'm not creeped out by that. Basically it's just, make them feel like you actually want to get to know them. You're not just there to sell them something. So all of these that I'm showing you here are copy and pasted. Okay? But I do make things a little specific, and I'll explain how. So this one was pretty basic. So, hey girl, thanks so much for liking my post about coaching the other day. I'm so excited to start my sneak peek group on Monday to help people learn more about the coaching opportunity. Would you be interested in joining me? Okay, so that one's pretty straightforward, to the point. But then I also have one that's a little bit fluffier. Hey girl, just stopping by to thank you for liking my coaching photo from this weekend. I love teaching women like us to design a life of freedom, release stress by connecting with other boss girls, all while working toward a strong mind and body. I can't help but think you'd be amazing at that too. If we chat back and forth and get to know each other more, would you be open to talk about it? Okay, so you can see 2 different types of ways to go about that. One straightforward, okay, so for the girl that's, not beating around the bush, and the other one's for the girl that is, super friendly and very passive and whatnot. Okay, so these are more hey girl messages. So, hey Brittany, just stopping by to thank you for liking my photos from the weekend. There wasn't anything specific, just photos. I love teaching busy ladies like us to break free of the daily grind, live a life of adventure, and build a strong mind and body. I hope school is going great for you and you're liking your job more. Let's talk again sometime soon. Okay, so the last time we had talked, I never really said what I do. It was very brief, and she kind of shut me down right away because school was kind of hard and she wasn't enjoying her job. Okay, so I can add that it was one little sentence that was specific to her, but she's going to feel like that message was personal, and it was more or less. Last one is, hey girl, this is what you would send to somebody that you're finding from a hashtag. Just wanted to stop in and send some happy vibes your way. Stumbled on your page scrolling through fill in the blank. I put Wilmington photos as I'm getting ready to move there in March. I really love your page, so if you're open to meeting new people, I'd love to talk more sometime. Enjoy your day. Okay, so as you can see, everything's very super simple, but you can tell that that's my niche. That's my style. And then pretty much building a relationship through direct message. So if they haven't liked any of your photos, or you just started kind of following them, ask yourself, why are you on their page? What intrigues you about what they have? Is this someone that if they called you like 10 times a day, would you think, or would you think, oh, yay, like Sam's calling me, okay? Something along those lines. And then basically what you do is you want to get a conversation going back and forth maybe 2 to 3 times. Nothing crazy. Seriously, don't talk too much on Instagram. 2 to 3 messages, that's it. And then just say, girl, I am loving our conversation. I would totally love to have your positive energy on my Facebook page. Would you be open, or would you mind adding me as a friend so we can talk more easily? Instagram is a fucking pain in the ass to talk to, right? So you want to get them to Facebook. And if they're not willing to get to Facebook right now or ever, you're saving yourself the time in the long run. No, you don't have to be on Facebook to be in a fitness group. We have the app. I don't use the app. I don't like the app. It's one more extra thing to do. But at the end of the day, if they want to be a coach, if they ever want to go through training, if they want to be on a team page, yeah, they're going to have to be on Facebook. So this was an example a while ago, back in like December, I think, that I had sent to a girl just to get a conversation started. Hey, hope it's cool to reach out to someone on your page looking at paddleboard photos. I'd been using the hashtag paddleboard. So I found her with paddleboard. And I really love your vibe. Have you ever drawn or painted henna on a paddleboard? That was like her thing. I said, I saw your skateboard and it's awesome. She said, hey, thank you. I've actually never thought of doing that, but that's a really awesome idea. I'm totally going to look into doing something like that. We had a conversation going. This is somebody that I've been friends now with on Facebook for like 6+ months. I know that when I get to the level where I'm traveling the world, she's going to join me. But I haven't gotten to that point yet where she's intrigued by what I do. But that's okay because I'm being consistent. I'm showing up every day. I'm liking her photos and I'm staying true to myself. So you just have to remember, guys, it's not going to happen overnight. So you have the mindset of either, what's the point? Nobody's following me. I'm not going to post. Or have some effing belief in yourself and say, I know that these people I follow that have hundreds of thousands of followers aren't just magical unicorns that the world just decided to bless them with people that care about what they're doing. They post every day, 3 to 4 times a day. I'm just asking you to post 2 to 3 times a day. Some people post 4 to 5 times a day. So you have to do that. You have to show up every day. I cannot emphasize this enough, guys. And you can't just keep posting to post. Don't post 3 photos of your pet in a row. No one cares but you. Save it on your phone and scroll back through them if you really need to see them that badly. But people don't need to see 3 photos of your pets in a row. They want to see you. They want to see you in all areas of your life. So that's what you need to share. Okay, so engage in conversations with people who are repeatedly liking your posts and say that to them. Girl, you seriously have been so awesome and supportive on my page. Like, you have to join my group. You're doing everything that I'm already doing. You are loving on everything that I share. What's holding you back from taking a peek at what I actually do? Okay? And basically just scroll through, like people's posts that you want to get to know. It's all about algorithms, okay? The more that you're liking somebody's post, the more they're going to show up in your feed. The less you're liking somebody's post, the less you're going to see them. So make sure that you are seeing people in your newsfeed that you actually want to see, not a bunch of random people. But more than that, just remember to have fun, keep it simple, be more specific than Facebook, and sort of make this a sneak peek into your whole brand. That's the whole idea behind why you're posting. So just some last things for thought is you can't say the wrong thing to the right person, and you can't say the right thing to the wrong person. So get picky about who you're talking to, right? Because if they're not your tribe, it doesn't matter what you say, they're never going to join you. And if they are, they're going to be there with you. It might take them 6 months to an effing year to join you, but they will. You have to constantly be on the offense in this business. Do not stop when you get a coach that signs up. Because that coach could quit tomorrow. That coach could quit 3 months from now, right? If you stop when you sign up one coach, or you get one girl in your group, or you wait on that one person that says that they're going to order this month, or there's 5 people that say they're going to order and say, oh, well, they didn't order, like this doesn't work. No, you are putting the fate of your business into other people's hands. You're not an employee. You are a business building coach. So you have to constantly be on the offense. Second, I get a challenger. Okay, that's awesome. Here's your welcome letter. Get back to me once you're done filling out those questions. I'll put you into a prep week, right? But I'm not, babying them or anything like that until I really see what they're going to do. You have to match their effort. Same thing with them matching yours. Okay, so this 4SW thing. Keep this in mind. Every time somebody doesn't respond, somebody says no, somebody's just a bitch to be a bitch that has nothing to do with you. Remember, some will, some won't. So what? Someone's waiting. Okay? Keep that in mind. Just because one person, I literally can't even keep track of how many people say no to me, let alone on a daily basis, weekly basis, and since I've signed up to become a coach. I've had people politely decline. I've had people just be short. Emily, I'm not interested. I will let you know if I ever am, period. And then I've had people that have just been straight up assholes. I'm blocking you. Please stop messaging me. I'm not interested in anything that you do. I don't want to sell a stupid shake, whatever. Does that matter to me? No, because clearly you need more personal development in your life than I really do right now. And somebody else is waiting on this opportunity. Because if Amy didn't reach out to me 6 months after I started following her, where would I be and where would you all be right now? Okay? So the biggest thing, guys, is you don't need anything super duper fancy. Find 2 apps that you like to make workout videos, to post, just motivational videos. You don't even have to post about your fitness stuff. If that's not your jam, it's fine. But post about how you're hiking. Post about playing with your pets. Post about making your plan for the week, making a meal plan, whatever it might be, and just all you need are a couple, maybe like 2 apps. That's really it. Something to have a theme so that all of your photos somewhat look the same, okay? And just do it every day. Because once you do it every day, you're going to build a team. And when you build a team, you're going to have other people that are helping you do the business side of things. So then when you have more time to do the fluffy stuff like video blogging on YouTube, building a blog, building a website, doing different things like that. Right now, you don't need any of that stuff. You don't need any of it. It's an excuse in your head. So get it out and just get down to work. Start talking to people, post, and share what you're doing. And then the last thing is just if you had a team of 10 people right now and they were doing what you do every day, would they be successful? You genuinely need to ask yourself that. And to be honest, if all of you were adding 40 people a day, or not 40 people a day, and guys, I'm inconsistent too. I'm saying all this stuff because these are all areas that I need to be working on too. So don't think anything of this that I'm like attacking anybody. Like this is all stuff, this training video is for myself just as much. I know that if I add 20 new people a day, if I'm constantly adding new people to our team, if I'm being proof of the product, if I am posting every single day, I have to do those things in order for you to do those things. Because if I don't do them, I can't tell you to do them. And I can't tell you to do them because you're not going to do them. And I wouldn't do them if I were you, right? So just ask yourself, you have to envision yourself with 10 people on your team right now, being that diamond rank. And then when you are, ask yourself truly, if they were to scroll through your page, would they like it? Would they like what they see? Okay, so I did record all this. I'm going to post these slides on the team page. I'm going to upload the recording as soon as I'm done here. I do kind of want to make a poll and kind of figure out this whole challenge group, free group thing and see what everybody's thinking. It's hard. I don't know what to do. I'm stressed out about it and I'm just trying to be honest and open about it. So say I'm just going to mute you because, everybody, Sam's basically the rock star on our team. She's running groups. She's doing stuff. So I think it's important that we kind of all team up. So what are you thinking, Sam?
I kind of feel like if my free group is going to be the free group that everyone's adding people into, that I'm not going to be able to keep up with doing all the stuff I'm doing.
So that's exactly what I was thinking. Not only that, I thought about the other day, and that's yours. That's your thing. You made it. You designed it. Yeah. I don't even know why I reached out about it. That's not what we need to be doing. So instead what I'm thinking is I'm going to go through my Her Healthy Happy Life. It was already open, and I'm just going to delete all of the weirdos out of it. And I'm going to make sure that none of them ever see this video. And once I do that, then everybody in our Fit and Lean group, you can only be in that group if you post at least 5 out of the 7 days. If on Sunday, right? What do you think?
No, I think that's a good idea. So did you see yesterday how I know that you were talking about it, but I just went ahead and made it because I was like, I couldn't find the posts and stuff. I made like a photo album for everyone to put their breakfast, lunch, and dinners in for Fit and Lean. And I also
Thank you.
I also
did I do that though?
You said, but I couldn't find it. So like maybe
I swear I did. I'll be honest with you. I have sent out messages that aren't going. I've posted 3 times and they did not post. I have deleted files on our Island of Warriors page and they're still there. I don't know what's going on. So thank you. I did not know that. I was wondering why everybody was posting on the feed. I'm like, ah.
Well, maybe it's because you can't see. I don't know if you can see it when there's nothing in it. You know what I mean?
That could be it.
Because like I put it up. I mean, I didn't make an announcement like, hey guys, I finally like put the thing up. But still nobody's posting in it. So, but I think we should also like on the side of the group, you know, where you can put like a little like synopsis, kind of like summary of the group.
Yeah, the description.
Yeah, we should put like, I mean, maybe not word it like rules, but like put something there about them 5 times.
Yeah, guidelines. Just like
weekly.
This is an accountability group. You know, like if you just want to come and check out a recipe, Pinterest. Go to Pinterest.
Yeah.
Like we're taking time to like out of my life that I could be watching The Walking Dead and chilling out to give you value. Okay, so that's what I'm gonna do. Her healthy, happy life, which I'm totally changing because I can't even say that. But I think that's awesome. It's already there. It's already open. There's a shit ton of stuff already in there. Just need to go through, delete everybody. So basically what this means is that you guys can invite people to ongoing free group. You can, if you're having a conversation with somebody and you're afraid to ask them about a fitness group, you don't want them to feel like you're selling them, okay? Especially for new coaches. What you can do is, hey girl, I'm loving our conversation. You seem super chill and my kind of person. I run this awesome free fit foodie group with a few girlfriends here on Facebook. Would you be open to checking it out? Or if I added you, would you want to be a part of that? Anything like that. And then that way, a week later, you can reach out to them and say, hey, how are you liking whatever I call this group? They'll say, oh, it's awesome, blah, blah, blah. You know, I wish that I had a little bit more structure as far as the fitness stuff. I got you. You should get this all access pass that comes with Shakeology. It's $199. Whatever. Invite them. You get the point. Big announcement. I have ADD if any of you have not noticed this, and I decided to change the team name. And the reason I want to change it is because when Ben and I get to Wilmington, we've kind of made a budget, we made a plan, and I'm going to go back to full-time coaching. I'm not going to get a part-time job when we move down to Wilmington. So I know that once we start to really expand, I can't change the team name. So I'm trying to think like when our team gets announced on stuff and they're like, Emily Krauscher, you know, founder of the blah. I just was struggling. So Sam was again awesome and listening to me being effing crazy last night and sending her 4 million different ideas. Was it last night or Friday night?
It was yesterday, yeah, because I was at Staples, like totally trying to get in my like, I was like, I'm going to buy all these highlighters and like Post-it notes. And I'm like, Emily's like blowing up my phone. Like I seriously got like 10 messages from you while I was looking at
I think it was mostly, I was just like talking out loud and like you were the only person that would listen to me because Ben's like, I don't care. No, he's throwing out things like, I can't even tell you some of the team names he was coming up with. It's very inappropriate. So anyway, we're going to do Let Your Soul Shine. I love it. I love the whole soul part of things. I think it's vague enough. Island of Warriors, I like the warrior part, but I feel like an island is more of like a place, and I don't want it to seem like it's exclusive, though it is to a point. I don't know. I just feel like I grew out of it, whatever. We're Let Your Soul Shine. I'm going to make a new cover photo. So that is what it is. Eventually, you guys will all branch off and design your own teams and make up your own names. And you're going to be like, oh, remember that time when Emily kept changing our team name? So, you know, don't worry about it. Anyway, moving forward, thank you. This call went too long. Love you all. I'll post the recording. Bye.